anyone plans on living life on vibes, so why aren't you setting goals? Hi everyone, my name is Senti and I'm going to be talking to you guys today on how to get and set clear goals that you are sure to follow. Crazy what I'm about to say. We all know that the year is coming to an end and a new one is beginning, and around this period people tend to have internal reflections on how the year went, what went good, what didn't go so well. Basically it's like you're doing an audit of your life so far, or rather an audit of your year so far and how everything went. So I want you guys to be thankful for where you are, appreciate the good things that happened, and if some things didn't go according to plan this year, think about it, what went wrong and how can you make it better in 2023. Life is not a bed of roses and we're all navigating through this thing called life. So I want you guys to be patient with yourself, forgive yourself for your shortcomings, focus on the good that is about to happen, and don't forget to thank yourself for showing up. Personally, I want to be intentional about 2023. I remember in January this year, I did not set any goals. I remember when my partner asked me, oh, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve this year? What are you looking forward to? I had no idea, nothing, zilch. Nada. I had no idea of what I wanted, nothing, because I was just so engrossed in all the things I was doing. I was doing a lot of assignments, writing a lot of reports, writing a lot of articles and reading a lot of articles. So it was just too much for me and I didn't really have time to actually think about my yearly goals. I felt that it was already too late in January, because I'm talking about January right now. So personally, I felt that it was already too late to actually start thinking of goals to set and things to look forward to. And I think that was my number one mistake that I made this year, and I'm going to help you guys to navigate through setting goals and actually achieving those goals. And that is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this video right now, because I believe that this video I'm going to be doing, I believe that it's going to help someone on how to set clear goals and how to actually achieve those goals. So right now I'm going to be talking about practical ways I found that helped me set my 2023 goals and made it very clear and straightforward. I want you to take notes. This might take time, so I want you to set aside maybe a weekend or an evening or a couple of evenings to get this right. So you're going to do a lot of thinking and internal reflection on what you want for yourself moving forward, as in 2023, and that is how we're going to go ahead to set the goals for the year. I'm going to be using Notion to do this, but take notes, this video is not sponsored. I just like using Notion. I use Notion for everything. I use it to take notes, I use it to set daily reminders, I use it to do internal reflections and daily reflections. I also use it to journal, and I feel that this is also going to be very good to keep track of all the goals I'm going to set for myself to 2023, and to break everything down easily. So, and that's the reason why I'm using Notion. If you do not have Notion or you do not want to do it digitally, you can also use a book and pen. So that is something you can also do. Now, the first step is to think about what is actually important to you. Is it health and fitness? Is it your work and your business? Is it your community, your friends, your knowledge, learning, traveling? It can also be your finances. Anything that is actually important to you right now, think about it, different aspects of your life, and write what you actually want to achieve. What is that goal you're looking forward to in 2023? You have to write it down. Now, it can be a couple of goals, it can be one goal, it can be a couple of them. Just write it down. Now, step 2 is to write practical ways or practical steps that you're going to take to achieving those goals. Now, it does not have to come in an orderly manner. You can write it in any order. Just write down all the steps, all the practical steps that you feel that will help you to achieve the goal or the goals that you have written. So the next step is to number those steps that you've written down with different quarters in the order of achieving them. So let's just assume your goal is to, or rather one of your goals is actually to become physically active. Now, what can you do? What practical steps can you take to become physically active? It can be exercising, it can be waking up early and going on a walk. So whatever step you've written down, number them according to quarters. That's the next thing. So let's just assume going for a walk in the evenings, you can put Q1. Let's say going to the gym can be Q2. That's something that you can do. For example, maybe getting a physical trainer can be Q3. So those are different steps you can do to become physically active. Now, I'm also going to be writing down some of my goals, and we're going to be doing this together. So I've written the first one now, to be physically active. That's one goal, to be physically active and maybe financially stable. So now I'm going to be writing the different steps I'm going to take to achieving them. The first one is to go on walks every evening, then get a physical trainer, resume the gym, learn to save 10,000 pounds every month. I don't know where I'm going to get £10,000 from, but I'm writing it down. But obviously, this is just an example. The next one can be invest at least £5,000 in real estate properties. Just write down different steps that you're going to take to achieve the goal. And my goal is to become fiscally active and become financially independent, financially stable. Now, the next thing you're going to do is to divide the different quarters into months. So now for Q1, now you have January, February, and March. So now I have to put deadlines for each of the steps I'm going to be taking. So for the first step is to go on walks every evening. I can say the deadline for this is Q1. So by worst case scenario, by the end of Q1, I should have started going on walks. Do you understand? Another goal can be to learn a new hobby or learn how to crochet. What are the steps I'm going to take on learning how to crochet? It can be something like, let's say, watching YouTube videos on how to crochet, buying the different materials and the different tools that I'm going to use to learn how to crochet. Then starting the whole crochet process, and I can give myself Q2, for example, for learning how to crochet. So it means that Q2 is the deadline. By the end of Q2, I should have learned how to crochet and all that. So you have the very big goal that you want to achieve, very big one. You break it down into different steps and put different quarters for each of them. Then from those different quarters, you also assign them those steps, you assign them in months. So basically what you're doing is that you've taken something very big and you've broken it down into smaller chunks. Now with this, you realize that it becomes kind of easier. If your goals become more achievable in your eyes because they're no longer very big, you've already broken them into smaller substances, or rather smaller sections, to make it easier for you to achieve. Now, another thing about this type of process, and one thing I like about this, is that it makes it easier for you to actually track your goals and track your progress. Now you've written that, by the end of Q1 you should be able to do this. Now you've assigned this particular step or this particular task for the month of January. Now you know that in January you look at your tasks. These are the things you have to achieve. Go on walks every day, watch YouTube videos on crocheting, let's say save £10,000 this month, invest £5,000 in real estate. You're seeing what you have to do for the month of January. Now you can now further break that down into the different days in January, so that you know that by the end of the day or by the end of the week, what have I achieved so far? How has it aligned, or how is it aligning with my goals? Is it aligning? Am I on track? Am I going off track? That way you'll be able to consciously track yourself and track your goals and track what you want to achieve for your life in the new year. So I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown of all the things I said and the steps you're going to take. So basically, think about your life, what is important to you, and write down that goal. Next thing, you have to divide after writing down your goal, you write steps that you're going to take to achieve that goal. Next thing, divide those goals, or rather the steps, into different quarters. Then from different quarters, divide them into different months, and from there you can easily track your life, track your goals, track everything you want to achieve for yourself in this new year. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have gotten something from this, and I hope you guys are going to actually try this method, because it has worked for me and I want it to work for you. I hope it works for you. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section and I'll be there to answer. Do not forget to like, don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.